Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Only got 5 more days until the birthday of Polonium 210, which I'm treating like a holiday. I'll probably do something fun and definitely not check my email here at the community college where I'm teaching. I hope to get everything graded and everything. The end of the summer semester is actually July 19 that I need to turn in all my grades. But I want to get it done by the night of the 17th because I really want to have a holiday to myself. I want to talk a little bit about the burnout that I experienced. Not so much this past week, but for the month before that, and some of the symptoms that I felt. One of the first symptoms that I felt was the feeling of everything racing, right? So I was, one of the reasons I got so burnt out was I had just started my job here, and I had a little bit of doubt, and I wanted to have a side hustle to supplement my income so that I could speak up for myself. So I started, I really kicked my art project into a high gear. I took another job at a tutoring center, and I also found some gig work online. And I continued to network to look for other opportunities. And the sense of racing, like trying to race a marathon when you've sprained multiple parts of your body, and not being able to set anything down, right? I'd be in the middle of teaching and worried about, what time do I get home so I can get my art projects on the way, and thinking about the next art show. And even when I was sleeping, a lot of times I was having nightmares about the next day's events. The other big symptom I noticed was I was constantly misplacing things. I know this sounds weird, but to give you an idea of how badly I would misplace stuff, I would set something down. Let's say it's my credit card or my car keys, and I would turn around, and it seemed like my credit cards were playing a game of hide and seek with me. One day I was really running late to get out the door, and I almost had to call my student to explain how embarrassing, I can't find my car keys, when I discovered that my car keys were in the freezer. I had put away some groceries and left the keys there for some bizarre reason. And my funniest one was one day doing some kind of art project, and my keys got embedded in a bismuth sculpture that I made. I couldn't find them, and then I decided to get back to my sculpture. Oh my God, I melted my keys inside of there for some bizarre reason. That could have been an interesting art piece, except I needed my keys, so now I needed to remelt all that bismuth, get my keys out of there. It was weird. That's the kind of drama that I was running into. A lot of drama with... I sometimes my days got very confused. I got confused what day it was, and I would wake up on a Sunday rushing out the door and then realizing it was Sunday, not Monday, and I wasn't eating right as well. The problem was that, this is why I decided to return to the dating world. A lot of times after a hard day and then teaching here and then going home to my bismuth projects, you got to understand some of the chemicals that I work with, you got to really clean up before you can think about cooking and eating, and I just didn't have energy for that. Coincidentally, last month I was recovering from long COVID, and I lost my appetite. But now looking back at it, I'm not so sure if it was only the long COVID. A lot of it could have just been no energy altogether. And so July 18, hopefully all of this will disconnect for just one day. But you know what? I need more than just 1 or 2 days every year where I totally disconnect. So I'll have to think about it. I'm thinking about adding a few more holidays like that. Maybe Mary Curry's birthday, because I think most of my students would understand it if I took a day off on Mary Curry's birthday. And I think, I might be mistaken here, but I think most of my colleagues would be understanding of me going out to view a solar or a lunar eclipse. So those days, definitely, if I stop checking my email. All right, this is the Peter Burnout Show. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Burnout Show. Bum 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 bum.